All right, guys, so check this out. I am going to show you strangers. Yes, it's stranger. He's actually one of the people I interviewed. But I'm going to show you his court hearing, right, from about a week ago on May 27th. Um, Shoutout channel, YouTube channel, 857 Tucson. I watch this damn near every morning. Um, and they stream like video court at the jail, at the Pima County Jail. So like I was saying, I watch this all the time with the anticipation of possibly seeing somebody I interviewed. And what do you know? I finally see someone I interviewed, right? And it happened to be a stranger. So I tripped out, man. I definitely did a double take when I saw stranger have a seat after this girl, right? So ultimately, he got picked up for a warrant, and he also they also tacked on a few charges. So we are going to watch this together, and yeah, man, prayers for stranger. So we're gonna see if he got released or not. We're gonna hear all the charges, everything, right? And we're gonna see how he interacts and behaves in court. So check this out. So real quick, the reason why he had his hands inside his clothes is because it's freezing in jail. If you didn't know, it is freezing in there. So he was probably sitting down. They call the As soon as you get to intake, they call it the pit. Bunch of benches around and stuff. You do your fingerprints and all that, but you're sitting for a long time, waiting to see the judge or waiting to get taken back into a cell. So I'm sure he has a sense of relief, as he about to sit down, talk to the judge, hear what's going to happen. Is he going to get out or not? Check it out.
Hello, what's your name?
Real quick, I interviewed this guy twice. The first one was about 3 months ago, and the second one was about a month ago. Whole lot of waiting. What do you think is going through his mind right now? Sitting down in jail, and the judge is about to let him know what is going to happen. So anything could happen, right? He could be released or get taken back. Man, freaking, I keep wanting to say Junior, freaking stranger.
All right, sir. You have an arrest warrant. You have a couple of arrest warrants out of Tucson City Court. The one is on a trespassing charge and drug paraphernalia. This is from December of last year. Looks like you failed to appear in this matter more than once. And also a case of obstruction and refusing to give your true name. This is from December of last year. You have failed to appear on that matter as well. And you have a new charge out of South Tucson City Court, shoplifting, trespassing, and refusing to give your name.
So those are new charges: shoplifting, trespassing, and refusing to give his name to the officers, right? Or officer. South Tucson, man. Depending where he was at, man, that's definitely depending where he's at, right? That's the hood, basically, ultimately, right? There's a certain code you got to stick to, especially on the streets, man. Say just enough or nothing at all. Preferably nothing at all, unless you have a public defender, attorney, something like that, right? Someone who's defending you. Aside from that, anything else can and will be used against you. So, in regards to the streets, right? He did the right thing. He did the right thing, man. Didn't give his name out. Let's see what happens.
Why did you not appear at city court when you were supposed to?
Sir, actually, I'm homeless, so I don't have a phone, so I can't tell what the days are, or when the date is. That was like quite some months ago. I'm still homeless to this day.
And the paperwork that you received stating the court date?
I didn't receive no paperwork. I have no mailing address.
Okay. You were cited by police officers. The court date was on the citation.
I don't know.
Well, now you know. I would rather not hold you in custody on these charges. I'm going to give you another chance to make good on your appearances in court. Your court date at at South Tucson City Court is going to be June 11th at 10 o'clock. Don't have any contact with the alleged victim and stay away from the incident location, and you will be provided with a copy of the paperwork with the court date.
Sir. And I'm being released, right?
Yes, I'm releasing you on that case. As to the Tucson City Court cases, I'm releasing you on that one as well. Your court date at Tucson City Court is June 28th at 9:30, and you'll get a copy of this paperwork as well. If I caution you that if you fail to appear for these court dates, that you may very well not get out of jail on release on your own cognizance next time. So hopefully you will appear when you're supposed to. Don't lose your paperwork. And again, with the city of Tucson, June 28th, 9 o'clock, and with South Tucson, June 11th, the court date that I gave you there. Any questions?
I'm sorry.
You're excused.
That's a good day right there, man. That is a good day in court. Good day in video court, man. Wow. So the judge, let me turn around for this, bro. Let me turn the seat around. Let me get comfy, dog. I already put up my interviews. So the judge, shout out to the judge, man. He seemed like a fair guy, right? Seemed like a fair judge. Straightforward. Turn this around, bro. Who I think I am. So, seems like a fair guy. You know, he's by the book. He didn't think, I guess he didn't think it would be wise, or probably didn't want to waste resources by keeping Stranger locked up. So he's given Stranger another chance. Stranger has court in 8 days from now. Since I've seen this, right, within the past week, I cruise a certain area where I cruise a few spots actually where we did our interviews with Stranger, looking for him. I just want to check in, talk to him, see how he's doing, see if he needs a ride to court, because I will be there anytime in 8 days to pick him up. Go with him if he wants to, right? So, but I never saw him. I haven't seen him since here on video court. So I'm going to keep looking for him, talk to him, check in, hopefully do another video, another update. We're not going to talk about the case because it's an active case. You know, if we do interview, like I'm saying, we're not gonna talk about the case. I'm just gonna talk to him, see if he wants to talk about anything else. But if we do, depending on what he says, I might have to put that for make that a members only video. You know, so we'll see, man. I just don't want him to say anything that will get him hemmed up or that will harm him. You know, legal wise. So yeah, like I said, right, our first interview was about 3 months ago, and the last one was about a month ago. He put out a message to the youth in his last video. Super cool kid, man. Um, I call him a kid because that could be his dad. So he's not really a quiet guy, but he says just enough, right? And that's understandable, right? Because I interview a lot of these people in the trenches, and I interview a lot of these people where it's frowned upon if you're speaking to somebody with a camera or if you got a mic on your shirt. It doesn't look right. It doesn't look right. Like that type of activity isn't welcome when you're in that life. So that's why I always have to watch my back, man. Right. And that's why I'm like super friendly to people out there, just to let them know, I'm not, for one, a cop, um, anything like that, right? I try and do my best to let them know I was once there. So that's why during some of my interviews and all that, I may seem like overly talkative, sharing my experience, right? Just to let them know they're not alone. Because some of these questions might sound like I'm fishing for info, which I am for the story, but nothing that's going to penalize them or anything like that, right? So I love this type of work, though, man. I love it. It's fulfilling, right? It makes me feel good. I was once there, man. I was once in that room, in that jail, in that seat, in front of that sheriff's sign, in front of one of these judges. I was once there, man. It doesn't feel good. It's cold in there. You're lonely in there. Jail is like a super anxiety ridden place. It's its own community of uncertainty, basically, because nobody, for the most part, nobody knows if they're going home. Nobody knows if they're going to prison, for the most part, right? Unless you're sentenced. Especially if you're on a probation violation. You are not going home. There's a good possibility your probation is going to be revoked. Been there. Scary stuff, dude. So, bringing it back to Stranger, bringing it back to this video. If you guys pray or anything like that, just say a prayer for the homie, man. Say a prayer for all of our peeps on the streets, man. Say a prayer for me out there. If you don't pray, think positive thoughts. A lot of these people are going through it, especially the ones that you see on the other side of my camera. They're going through it. So I'll keep you guys updated with anything pertaining to Stranger. We'll see how it goes, man. I just hope I see him again. I want to run into him, talk to him, see if he needs anything, see if he needs a court outfit, if he even intends on going to court, right? So we'll see, man. We'll see. just want the homie okay. Appreciate you guys for watching, man. Like I said, I'll keep you updated as best as I can. If it's real personal stuff, like I said, I'll make it exclusively for the members, because we have a small little community over there, and they're solid, right? It's a nice, cozy, intimate group of people where we could just talk about anything over there, right? Primarily in the comments, but shout out the membership, shout out the members, and thank you everybody for your support, your ongoing support. Shout out to my over 3K subs. Shout out to all your lives, everything, right? Shout out Hope, man. That's why we're doing this right here. Thanks for watching.